social media reacts to the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict, celebrities respond to the unthinkable domestic abuse by former NFL player Zac Stacy, and shots ring out at the Young Dolph Memorial.
What's going on, socialites? I'm Alexis Joy with Hollywood Unlocked, and this is What's Trending.
On August 24, 2020, a 17-year-old Kyle Rittenhouse took to the streets of Kenosha, Wisconsin with a military-style semi-automatic rifle, killing 2 men during a protest following the unjust shooting of unarmed black man Jacob Blake at the hands of a white Kenosha police officer. 1 year later, the now 18-year-old has been found not guilty on all 5 counts brought against him, which, had he been found guilty, would have had him face life in prison. Now, social media has been visibly upset with this verdict, including people like Jamil Hill, who took to Twitter saying, "America sent the message that Trayvon Martin deserved to die and Kyle Rittenhouse is a hero," and Colin Kaepernick, who tweeted, "We just witnessed a system built on white supremacy validate the terroristic acts of a white supremacist. This only further validates the need to abolish our current system. White supremacy cannot be reformed." But during this time following the shocking verdict, many are remembering people like Tamir Rice and Khalif Broder, who were failed by the same system that just let a boy who murdered 2 people go free. Tamir Rice was a 12-year-old African-American boy who was killed in Cleveland, Ohio by a white police officer. Rice, who was carrying a replica toy gun, was shot almost immediately after officers arrived on the scene. Khalif Broder was a young black man who was accused of stealing a backpack when arrested. He was sent to await trial in Rikers Island at just 16 years old, spending over 1,000 days in the infamous prison, including 700 days in solitary confinement, being beaten and abused by guards while facing mental torture. All of this happened while he was waiting for trial. Now, his charges were later dropped as there was no backpack that ever existed, but 2 years later, he took his own life. Now, the verdict in this trial will definitely leave a lasting impact, as many are also waiting the verdict for the trial of the 3 men involved in Ahmaud Arbery's murder, and we hope justice will be served. Speaking of justice being served, many celebrities are speaking out regarding the abuse seen on home security camera of former NFL player Zac Stacy abusing his ex-girlfriend. Now, this footage shocked many, as Zac can be seen picking up Kristen Evans and throwing her across the room into a television before continuing to hit her, all of this taking place in front of their 5-month-old baby. Now, speaking out following the incident, Kristen explained that the situation is not the first time that he's assaulted her, sharing pictures of an injury that she suffered back in August at the hands of Zac. Now, since this video has gone viral, people like Safari Samuels and Evelyn Lozada have spoken out, sharing their thoughts. Evelyn, a survivor of domestic abuse herself, spoke out on Instagram saying this.
I think we have to love ourselves so much more. Like, God doesn't want us to be treated this way. God doesn't want you to be verbally abused, physically abused. This is not what he wants for us. And, the point of the message is that please be careful, get help. There are so many resources out there. Speak to a family member and just choose you, choose to love yourself and honor yourself, and you deserve that. And it's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up about it. It is not your fault. I don't care what that person says. I don't care what they do. I don't care how they're trying to break you down. It is not your fault.
Safari Samuels, who said that he witnessed domestic abuse growing up, took to his Instagram story saying, "Say what you want about me. I would never ever think to even almost lift a pinky to a woman. This is unbelievable." Now, since this video has gone viral over social media, Zac has since been arrested and is currently sitting in a Florida jail. Closing out some of today's top trending stories is a tragic situation that took place at the memorial site of young Dolph, who was tragically murdered while visiting his favorite cookie store. Now, as many fans flocked to Makita's Cookies to pay their respects in front of the memorial that was built, video captured the moment that multiple gunshots could be heard ringing out shortly before people fled from the memorial. Now, 3 men have been arrested in connection with the shooting at the visual, but as of now, there is no word as to if this is connected to the shooting that left hip-hop great and father of 2, young Dolph, dead. Officials have been able to capture surveillance video of the suspected suspects during the shooting and fleeing the scene, but as of now, there has been no updates given as to any arrest, but as more information comes forward, we will be sure to keep you up to date.
Well, socialites, those are just some of today's top trending stories. You can head over to HollywoodUnlocked.com for those and so many more. While you're there, make sure you like us on Facebook, you're following us on Instagram, and you're subscribed to our YouTube channel. Until next time, I'm Alexis Joy, and that's What's Trending.